welcome you in your very popular program, Education Exchange, from the headquarters of Public Access TV and the Education Department in Iowa City. It's a nice spring night, beautiful weather outside, but we trapped 3 parents from North Liberty with us tonight so that we can talk about a wonderful project that involves 3 big schools in the community. North Liberty is one of the fastest growing communities in the United States. I think it's the second in the United States according to the last census. And that's amazing how fast it is, how productive it is, how beautiful your community is. We have Kris and Bonnie, and Kris, you are going to be a main speaker because you are going to introduce everybody else. But I just want to make sure that you know that you're going to have my role in this situation here. And then after Bonnie, we have Harper, who is our big star representing all the students of North Liberty. And that's why you see how prominent she is in the center, and we all set the lights around her. And our mom, Amy, is on my right-hand side. So, Kris, now, after warning you, tell me why we invited the 3 school parents together tonight.
There is a collaboration between the 3 schools in North Liberty, Garner, Penn, and Van Allen. Last year, the PTOs came together to raise money for the North Liberty Family Resource Center, which helps support kids and families in the North Liberty community. And this year will be the 2nd annual Garner, Penn, and Van Allen PTO Rockin Run and Walk, which Bonnie would know the most about because she's kind of heading it up and putting it together. I'm here because this is my 13th year with the school district. I've worked 11 years at the Penn Family Resource Center. I'm the student and family advocate at Penn, and we are the recipients of the money that is raised during this run and walk. So that's why I'm here, to tell a little bit about what we do with the proceeds from this race. But Bonnie can tell you all about the race.
Bonnie, you coordinate the work, right, between the 3 schools?
I coordinate it with a lot of help.
With a lot of help?
With a lot of help.
And
yeah.
Tell me exactly what you do. I mean, I know you as a parent of one of my dearest students, Lacey, and it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
And now you tell me what's your role in this whole project.
Last year Amy started the role last year, and then got too busy, so I took it over. But my role is just to gather a committee and have meetings and have all the committee. We all get sponsors and donations and door prizes and registrations, and we all help the day of the race.
Amy, so you are the past coordinator.
I would consider myself more of the idea man. Bonnie executed all the hard work.
I thought Harper is the idea person.
Well, yeah, she is really. I was just trying to take credit for her stuff.
Okay.
I am the PTO president at Garner Elementary, and so we had an idea to try to get the 3 Iowa City School District schools together to do something that would benefit the students and the families in our community. And so we came up with the idea for the race, and last year was our first year, and it was a huge success. And when I came up with the idea, I approached the other PTOs about it, and Bonnie stepped up and said, I'll do it, I'll put it all together, and she's done an amazing job. And we've had a tremendous turnout last year, and we're getting a really good turnout this year, so it's always a huge benefit to be able to put something together collaboratively, and then also benefit all of the students in our area as well.
I like the way you described it as collaborative, because I mean, competition is wonderful, but collaboration is more important.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And now, can I just move to the big star?
Yes, absolutely.
Harper. Now, do you know how responsible you are now? Every kid in North Liberty and Coraville and all these people are looking at you. You are representing everybody there. So tell me about what do you do in this project? No,
Can you tell
me.
him? Can you tell him? Here, sit up and tell him. Just tell him. What did you do last year?
That's okay.
I went in the
And you ran, right? And then what? And what are you going to do this year?
run.
Run.
Run fast? Do you have to run fast?
Do you? Yeah.
And what will happen with the winner? And what did you get?
Say everybody got a big cheer, didn't they? Everybody got a big cheer and clap.
Everybody got a big cheer.
Sit up, please.
That's very good. You are very natural, and that's we love that. You don't have to pretend anything. You're lovely like this. But tell me, are you a student now in the school, or
Yes.
which grade?
I am in kindergarten.
Oh, wonderful! So next this year you will be in first grade in a couple of months, right? Oh, that's exciting. Are you going to miss kindergarten?
Yes.
But now you're going to be in a bigger school and in a higher grade, right?
Yes.
New challenge, right? What do you love to do in kindergarten other than running?
I like to do seat work. That's my favorite.
And what else?
I like to do math.
Math. Well, that's wonderful. I mean, that's exciting to hear. A lot of people may not share with you this idea, you know. They would rather play and not do math, but you like math, huh? So you like puzzles and games and all that?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. Bonnie, let's go back to you. Now, after taking over from Amy, right?
Right.
Amy put the basis.
Yep.
Paved the way, and then you took over. Now, is it easy to coordinate between the three schools? Are not really in the vicinity of each other. I mean, they're
They're in the vicinity of 3 miles of each other
right. Yeah.
because the race will start. Last year the race started at Garner and ended at Garner, but we ran by Van Allen and Penn. This year the race will start at Penn and run by Garner and Van Allen and turn around and end at Penn.
And it's safe. I mean, the road is safe, right?
Yeah, we run on the sidewalks, we don't close the streets, but we will have volunteers at all the corners.
And those are usually parents, right?
Yep.
Usually parents. Now, Kris, you have been in the district doing other things, right?
Yeah, my first 2 years were spent one-on-one with a student. And about 11 years now, I've been in the Family Resource Center at Penn. And Jill Winders is in the Family Resource Center at Garner and Van Allen. And we work very close together in North Liberty and serve, all the students in those three schools and the families that are in the community as well. So we look forward to this money. We put it to good use, and it supports locally. It supports the families in North Liberty and the students in North Liberty.
And do you get a lot of support from the administration of the three schools? I mean, first, can you mention the names of the administrators in the three schools, who they are?
The principal at Penn is Christy Hefner.
Yes.
The principal at Garner is Nick Proud. And the principal at Van Allen is Pat James. And they are very supportive of the work that Jill and I do at the Family Resource Centers as the student and family advocates for the Iowa City Community School District. We are used daily to help support the principal, the teachers, the school counselor, anything that's needed. We know families well. We talk daily with families, work out, situations that come up. One of our biggest jobs is to make sure kids are getting to school and kids are learning. So whatever it is we need to do as student and family advocates to make that happen is what we do. That's our main job. And this money that's raised from this walk and run is what allows us to help, buy an alarm clock or, get whatever's needed, an umbrella, or a poncho or anything, a watch, so that kids can get to school and kids are learning.
And Amy, I think there is a good part of it has to do with leadership too. I mean, leadership among parents, leadership training for kids, as well as, of course, the support of the administrator. But talk to me about how do you raise Harper in order to be a leader, a future leader?
Well, hopefully she's picking up, we're very involved in the school, and my husband and I spend a lot of time volunteering with the PTO and, trying to help out other PTOs in the area. We're very fortunate that in the town of North Liberty, the families are very dedicated to helping out and making sure that their schools are a success. And if somebody needs help, then we can reach out to the other schools and get help and guidance and whatever we need. And we are all working very closely together to make sure all of our kids in North Liberty get the best that we can give them.
Bonnie, are you excited about the possibility, not the possibility, as a matter of fact, it's a fact, that there will be a high school there?
Yes, my oldest daughter's 12, or youngest daughter's 12, and hopefully she'll be able to go there.
So you have, how many kids do you have?
I have 5 total.
You have total of 5. And so this will be the first one to join the new school, right?
Yes, yep.
I heard that they have already selected the place. I mean, there's already a space.
There is.
Right, and probably it won't take a long time to be established and open for kids to enroll, right?
Right.
Kris, do you think of continuing helping elementary schools, or you think your activity can extend to involve the new school too in the future?
I hope to stay at Penn until I retire, to be honest with you. I think Iowa City will put a student and family advocate in the new high school like they have at all the other high schools, elementaries, and middle schools. All have someone checking in under the student and family advocate umbrella at each school. So I would assume someone will be at that new school as well, and hopefully I get to stay at Penn because I really like it there.
And Penn is the oldest sister of the 3, right? And then Van Allen came next, and the baby is
Garner.
And that's beautiful. That's beautiful to feel this loyalty to the school and that you want your effort to be focused on that particular school.
The longer you're at one school, the more you get to know the families and the students. And so the longer you get to stay there, the more of a relationship you can build. And this year, where I started in kindergarten, these kids are now graduating this year. So I've watched them kind of go through the whole thing. But building those relationships is crucial. And so the longer you stay put, the more you get to know people. So that's kind of that's a big piece of why I like it there.
Is there, sometimes schools are not similar. There are particularities about schools. Some schools excel in certain area, and other schools provide more productivity in another area, and so forth. How do you describe the difference between, Penn? What is the main thing that's very successful at Penn School, other than the academics, of course?
I think Penn just has a real sense of community. Just kind of with the layout of the school, it just kind of flows, and you just kind of walk around. So you see the others, frequently throughout your day, and so you get to know them. And Penn, just is starting, a major renovation project. So there will be no outside classrooms. It'll be all inside. And so we're looking forward to that, bringing out, some of our teachers and kids who have been outside into the building, and getting rid of some of those temporaries. And just, it feels like a community. And I think that's just a great thing about Penn. It's just a real strong community there.
What I really remember vividly is talking to the late Professor James Van Allen about the fact that there are some ideas about naming a school after him, and he was just down to earth man, even after they named the belt around the earth after him, he received it as something normal, ordinary. But this time when he heard about elementary school, I saw him like twinkling. His eyes were twinkling. He was so excited about that he would expect the physicist to recognize him, the United Nations to recognize him. But elementary school named after him, that was, I think, the most exciting. And it's good that he knew that before he left us to a different world.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Now, do I expect Van Allen to be like excelling in science? Or that would be.
I think every school has to follow the same curriculum.
Right. How about Garner?
Garner students do very well. We are a very large community and ever growing larger with all of the changes that are going on in the district. Garner is actually going to expand to be at the most capacity of the 3 schools in North Liberty, and so we will actually be taking on more and more families over the next few years during all the transition periods. So it's more important now for our PTO than ever to be able to kind of guide these families and get them going and get them, integrated in with the Garner families. And they're very wonderful. We have lots of volunteer helpers that help us throughout all of our events, and it's just a really good school to be in, and the families are very supportive of everything that we do there.
Wonderful. I'm thankful to you for bringing this ideas of accepting more diversity. Mm-hmm. And that's why I would like to ask you about diversity in the North Liberty area. I mean, how diversity is there? How is it going?
It's definitely growing. I know we have some families from Somalia. Any student that comes into the North Liberty area that needs extra support with the language, they actually will go to Wickham, because the Garner, Penn, and Van Allen don't have that set up to learn other languages. But it's getting more diverse, and the school has, like we have something called Language Line, where we can put in any language to help us communicate with a family, because there's a need now. And so the district recognizes there's a need for lots of different languages, and so therefore we have this system set up to help us communicate with any family from wherever they may be. So it's growing.
What do you think about the issue of diversity in the community there?
Oh, I think our community, as much as we're growing, it is very diverse. It's a very good community to come live in. Everybody's supportive of each other, and the schools are great.
And you have, as a matter of fact, probably very similar minority percentage or rate between the 3 schools. They are very close, mm-hmm. right?
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, there is no discrepancy that we have in Iowa City. Some schools have more than others. If you compare Lincoln with Twain, for instance. Mm-hmm. But there is some kind of harmony as far as the diversity goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to tell our audience that you want to add to that?
I would just like to see people come out and support our run on May 17th. It helps a lot of families in the community and students in the community, and it's our only fundraiser for the year, so the money is important. And
so when we talk about May 17th, of course, our hope is that this program will be aired before May 17th. I see, Mike Peterson is looking at me, smiling and giving me the little thumb there. Means good that you said that. John Karhoff started this program 20 years ago, trying to send a message to the community about education. And it's good that you use this podium or this forum in order to make people aware of this event so they can come and participate. And they know that this money is going for a good cause and for a good reason, and to support the needy whenever they need.
we don't want the reason that a student isn't going to an art camp this summer is because of a financial reason. We don't want students not getting a pool pass at the North Liberty, rec center because they can't afford it. We want all students to have all opportunities, and the bottom line is sometimes that takes money. And so that's a lot of what this does too, gives everybody an opportunity.
Well, I think we have still a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes. Amy, you want to say something?
Well, just to piggyback on what Kris said, is that it's very helpful to all the people of North Liberty and the students there if we could get people out and run and come and have a good time, and we have music and door prizes and food, and there'll be activities for the kids, and it's just kind of a good time for everybody. But all the money and all the proceeds that we gain all go back into the family resource centers in North Liberty, which ultimately helps all of our students in town that go to these 3 schools.
And we're lucky to have a good weather too.
Yes.
I mean, that's by itself is after long, tough winter, right?
Yep.
Harper, do you want to say something?
Say, come out and run. Can
Huh?
you sit up and
Yeah.
say it?
Invite people to run with you.
Say, come out and
because
run
this
with
is
me.
Very important.
Come
Huh?
out and run with me.
Let us know. Look at the camera here so that the camera will focus on you.
Now say it. Say, come out and
say,
run with
people,
me.
you have to come and run with us to support the people who need, right?
Say, come and run
Right?
with me.
Come and run with me.
Well, that's wonderful. Bonnie, do you have anything to add?
I just want to, thank everybody that has helped, that came last year, that volunteered, and encourage everybody to come out today on May 17th and run, or volunteer if they want to. If they can't do either, we'll take donations, and we just hope for great weather.
And we would like to seize the opportunity to thank the administrators, Mr. Proud and Hefner and Pat. They are really Nick, I call him Nick, of course. But it is very good that we have this collaboration with the administrators. We want to thank the teachers too for all the efforts that they are doing. But the main credit goes to you, the parents, the PTO. And this is really, what you're doing is a good model for others to follow. I hope we will have this kind of collaborative spirit prevailing in our district, rather than just competition and we are better than others. So that's wonderful. Harper, we are very happy that you came here, and I would like to again seize a chance to thank the people who are behind this window. Mr. Peterson there, our director and our producer, chief producer, and of course John Karhoff. You don't see him; he is an unknown soldier behind all the success for the last 20 years. We are approaching our 20-year birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe you can come and bring Harper to have a piece of cake with us.
You don't
I would
like
like
cake.
to thank you, our camera person here. That's our first time with us. And to thank the staff at Public Access TV who are always generous, gracious hosts for us. I think we are approaching our end now, and we would like to wish you a very good evening. And thank you again, everyone, especially Harper. Thank you, and have a very good night.